live. I think I'm gonna turn this car on because it's gonna get hot in here. I hope that's not too loud. Actually, I'm just gonna open my sunroof. It might be better. Just open my sunroof. Some of these windows down. Should be good. Oh no, I still need battery life. So we gonna still keep it on. My battery is like, yeah, 115%. Just gonna wait. Hopefully some people will show up. Ah, I got one person. Yay. I don't know who that may be. Is that Mia? She said she definitely was coming. I don't know how I can see. Ah, hello. Let's see. How can I see who's... Oh, James Coleman. Good evening. Okay, that's where I can see. Invite your friends, James. I need more people on the channel. I'm just shuffling. Thank you. You know, we need to support. We need more Black readers. It's like it's hard to find us on here. I have quite a few people that I follow. What is that? I'm gonna wait till like 5 minutes in and then I'm gonna start reading. I might just get started. Let me see. 2 minutes in. I'm gonna start at... Oh. My cards are popping out. Let's see. I might do some signs today. Sky is the limit today. I guess I'll start with saying who I am for the new people. This is my first... Hello, I am Natalie Lorraine. This is my first live reading on my channel. I am a clairvoyant. I have many titles. Clairvoyant, empath. I guess you can call me psychic as well. Sorry, there's a plane. My parents live by the airport. What else? I do spell work as well. I come from my mother's father's mother was a voodoo priestess, and she passed on lots of gifts to her lineage, and I was blessed to be one of those people that received a gift. I talked about it a little bit in my accepting my calling video, but basically I've always been in touch with nature. Oh, come on. I think that's news. Sorry. I've always been in touch with nature and people, and I am an educator by trade. That's what I went to school for. And it got to a point where I realized that I needed to share my gift in a different way. And I started my business in January. It's now the end of March, so still fairly new. But I've always been doing this in one way or another. I just now have introduced the cards and getting a little deeper with what I have. So, oh, I do want to shout out my friend. She also is a reader. Her name is Conjure Queen. I think it's, yeah, and I think her handle on Instagram is I am Conjure Queen. Let's see, Water Baby Tarot, Truth Tarot, Marriage Tarot. Those are the only ones I can think of right now. Those are the tarot people that I would say are on YouTube that are of color. I mean, anyone can have the gift, but I think it's important for us to support readers of color as well, because you kind of have to dig to find us. Anyways, I'm going to start. It's 5 minutes. So since James is the only one on here, I'm gonna, oh shoot. James, if you have a question, I'm gonna see what I can do for you. Tap into your energy. Let's see. Can I push this? 1, 2. Is he still here? Are you still with me? You said good evening. Uh-oh. These two, it's the same ones popping out. Alright, yeah, you're still with me. Alright, great. Do you have anything you have questions about? Since you're the only one out here, you might just get a free reading. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle 4 times. Let's see. 1, 2. I think I'm gonna do my readings from my card because I have this little cell phone mount and I like its positioning. It works for me. What's gonna happen with your marriage? That's a big one. All right, let me see. Did you let's see. Was there infidelity in your separation? The reason for your separation, I'm feeling some type of infidelity. First card that popped out was ready but waiting. Let's see. Not really. Infidelity doesn't necessarily have to be doesn't necessarily have to be cheating. Infidelity can be like not being invested in a marriage. I think everybody always thinks infidelity is just like physical cheating, but it can also be emotional withdrawal. Does that make sense? Yeah. So yeah, that's infidelity. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean like the person had to have like sex with the person. Does that make sense? But sometimes it's like when you put your energy into someone outside of your relationship or marriage, a lot can happen. Now let's see, third card. I'm trying to get 3 cards out. Do collective, and then James, I'm gonna get into you. All right, the first, because I already meditated with the collective first. The first card that we had pop out was my favorite card. I've been getting this a lot in my own personal readings. This is the ready but waiting card. Right now, we are, thank goodness, at the end of Mercury retrograde, but we're in the shadow period where this is a time where we need to reflect. This is a time of reflection and kind of sitting with yourself and making sure that you're prepared for the season ahead. Because Mercury retro this year, we had 3 supermoons. We had a lot of different shifts. I know the shift for me that it actually started at the end of last year. That supermoon that we had at the end of December, that one was a doozy for me. So this ready but waiting means this is a time for reflection. This is a time for you to sit back and to analyze where you are in your life right now. But there's something on the other side. But you have to be willing to accept it and willing to know. I don't know if that's the right word. That you are deserving. Does that make sense? Second card is unity. The unity card speaks for you coming together with someone in your life that is going to propel you forward. And this is a general reading. This can be, I feel like it's a fire sign. This is going to be someone that is, somebody's full of, passion. That's not a passionate person is coming into the collective. This is, if you're more of an introvert and you're a person that does not kind of go out a lot, then this unity card, that means there's someone coming in. See all this orange colors in this lets me know, this speaks to me as passion. And I want you guys to know, like, while every card has its own personal meaning, at the end, I don't necessarily go off of what it says, because sometimes I can pull a card like this and I'll see pregnancy. So it really depends on what spirit tells me to say. All right, so unity, you're gonna have someone coming into your life. It doesn't have to be necessarily romantic. It can be anyone that comes in that has a fresh take on life and is going to help propel you forward into accomplishing your dreams. Ooh, I cannot talk today. Let's see. Ooh, that popped out. Third, yep. Third card is I'm blocking it. I guess I might follow this way. Third card is productivity. So like I said, that was building on this person coming in. This is going to be the spring, and you can see it's like, well, to me, it represents springtime. This card represents springtime. Springtime is going to be a very productive season for a lot of people, and hopefully, and I feel myself included. I'm a Cancer. Don't know what sign you guys are, but this is going to be a very productive season for you. So that's why it's important to match yourself with people who are just as passionate about life and their goals as you are, so that you can manifest your wealth, whatever that may be, whether that be love, may that be success, may that be just be inner peace, health. And man, your wealth can come in everything. Okay, you're a Virgo. Interesting. Okay. So, all right, James, I'm going to put these cards back in. I'm going to clear the energy of the deck. And I'm going to give you your little personal reading, because nobody is in here. I wonder where my girl Mia is. She said she was coming. I think I'm going to give her like 2 small personal readings with the people that are here. All right, if she comes in. She might not. I got to clear the deck. Give me 1 second. I'm going to let this sit for a little bit, because I need to reset the deck and put a crystal on it. Side note, I'm going to shout out, I wish I could have, I do not remember her name. It won't be hard to find. I got my ancestor money today. I have not been into ancestor money, but I received ancestor money from this lady on Etsy. And it's like, if you type in ancestor money and you're looking for like African ancestor money or whatever, she will pop up. That was the first person that popped up. She's out of Detroit, I believe. And so I received my ancestor money from her today, and I was really excited because it's a new part of me honoring my ancestors. And I burnt one just before I started the session, and I like them. She has different ones, but the ones that I particularly bought, they say this note is for my ancestors, known and unknown, to have an afterlife full of wealth and abundance. So must it be. And it says 144 quadrillion dollars. So I think, not dollars. Yeah, I guess so. That would be dollars. Whole bunch of money. And yeah, so I'm hopefully my ancestors will receive this money. I just want to get a stronger connection for them and a better way of honoring them, because I got a reading earlier this month that said like my ancestors felt a little neglected. And I was like, well, we got to fix that. We can't have my ancestors feeling neglected. All right. So please support her. I mean, most people have traditional ancestor money, which is like Like, it has the Jade Emperor on, I believe it's Chinese, the Chinese Emperor. I'm not for certain. But thankfully, I don't have any issues with that money. I just wanted money that was more, I felt more connected with. So, all right, James. Oh, my mom is calling me. I'm not gonna answer. She probably, I'm gonna text her. Sorry, I should have put my phone on do not disturb. All right, what do we have for James? You said marriage, right? I'm gonna shuffle 4 times for you. Oh, not a good shuffle. It's weird shuffling my card. Let me put my seat back because I got a little more room. 1, 2, 3. All right, Virgo. My dad's a Virgo. Okay. All right, ancestors, what do you have for James? Whoa, that one popped up. Did you see that? Alliance. I'm gonna put them down. And pull your 3 cards. Oh, sorry. Alliance. Second card is context. Your card's popping out fast. You want to get back with her. I get a strong sense of feeling. This is not from the cards. Like, a lot of times the cards, like I said, I get the messages straight from the source, and the cards just help with that. I think eventually I'm gonna stop using cards. I don't know. We'll see. I have a feeling that, ooh, come on, give me a 3rd card. I have a feeling that you want to get back with your wife. You didn't trust her, but you did love her. Yeah. But a lot of times our trust, oh, there's your 3rd card, sorry. Consistency. All right, so a lot of times when we have, what do you say, trust issues, sorry, train of thought. When we have trust issues with people in our life, it's not from them. It always is a reflection of us. So when you have trust issues, it normally means that you do not trust yourself to make decisions and choose things that are good for you. So while this person the person will reflect back your trust for yourself back to you. So let me get another card. Yeah, I feel like the flip-flop energy, like deciding whether this is a good idea or not. It's like you ponder. I'm getting more from you than her, that you ponder back and forth whether you're all the way done. So I don't know what state you're in, but I got divorced here in North Carolina, and it took a year and a day. So you said you've been separated for a year. Some states move more quickly. I'm gonna pull another card. When I pause like that, it's really just me. It looks crazy, I'm sure, if the other people. Oh, 4th card. You got a renewal card coming in. That's really good. I mean, renewal can be Renewal can be in charge of, in can mean, oh, you're in North Carolina too. Okay. Renewal doesn't always mean coming back together. So let's see. Your alliance card, you have alliance, context, and consistency. Followed by the renewal. James, I think you should let this one go. I have a feeling that the woman that you're, I guess you're technically, so your wife, is not emotionally mature enough to handle a marriage with you. Who is this? What is that? Yeah, all types of crazy calls. Sorry. Yeah, I would let this go. This renewal is not renewal of your commitment. This is renewal of self-worth. I would let it go. So you got a year and a day. I think it seems like this was not a short marriage. I feel like it was, I don't like to say numbers, but I feel like it wasn't a short marriage. It was a marriage that had been going on for a while now. So you guys both, you have a lot of time invested, and you did have some good times and bad times, of course, like in any relationship. Honestly, I would let it go. I mean, since you've been separated for a year, this is now the time for you to file. If you're, I don't see that, has there been any, I don't feel like there's been a lot of communication between you two. You can confirm or deny. Let's see, top chat. Has there been communication? Waiting for you. I'm just gonna say, yep. I was like, I don't know. Sometimes even as a reader, I'll be down myself, like waiting for the confirmation. But I feel like, yeah, I don't feel like there's been a lot of communication. And honestly, I went through a divorce myself. And when the communication is low, that normally tells you everything you need to know. But people don't like to, marriages are commitments. People don't go into marriages, well, I hope they don't go expecting the worst. But at the end of the day, you don't want to be tied to a person that is not good for you, and you're not good for them. So yeah, I would let it go. And sometimes people do let go and they come back around. She's always on her phone. So you're saying, like, even though you know her habits and that she's always near her phone and she's not communicating with you? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, that's giving you, I mean, that's giving you all that you need to know. And she got Virgo is, woo! Okay, you got 2 cards popped up. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we got wait. Oh, so y'all still live together. Stretch. You got stretch and formation. So all of this is showing me that this is you're about to go on a personal growth journey without her. But you have to be willing to let it go. And there's not, I mean, like I said, I'm not a, like, quote unquote, how they say, fortune teller. I am not. So sometimes things need to fall apart so that they can come back together. But for the time being, I would suggest you to let that go. Just let it go. I mean, it's easy to get married. So maybe like 5-10 years down the road, you guys will, she will mature. and you will be in a different place, and maybe y'all come back together. But I always say, when you let someone go, you should let them go and not expect them to come back. That's the only way that you can let things play out in the most natural way possible. So I hope that was able to help you. um yeah, marriage sucks. I mean, not marriage, divorce sucks. Divorces of marriages suck. So I feel for you. Like I said, I went through my divorce has been final for, I think, exactly a year, maybe more. It's March. I feel like it was like, yeah, I feel like it was this month. I feel like it was earlier this month last year that was finalized. But we separated in November of 2016, like no communication. So it was like, for me, this is year 3 for me. You know, at the end of the year, it'll be year 3, but only 1 year on paper. So, but what I can say from someone that has been divorced, it does get better. You do go through a period of back and forth. I think around that time, well, no, I went through a lot of back and forth in the very beginning during the first couple months of separation. Tried to go to counseling and whatnot. That didn't work out. And then after the counseling, it was like, okay, this is done. But it still is a back and forth, because you forge a life with this person, and you expect to grow and build an empire with them. And then when that does not happen, it makes you question your self-worth. Did you do everything that you could have done? Will it work out? Is there, hope for the situation? But I'm a true believer in that everything happens for a reason, and that sometimes we need to go through situations in order to come out on the other side stronger and to learn our lessons. But the thing is, making sure you learn the lesson the first time. I'm stubborn, I'm hard-headed, a lot of us are. So I don't learn the lessons the first time around and come back and back and back until I'm like, oh, okay, I've gotten it. So James, I wish you the best. I just gave you a very general reading. So if you really want a more in-depth reading, the information for booking a session with me is definitely in my, I think it's in the description. I don't know, it might have been in this, I don't know if I put it in the description of this one, but check my other video, and I hope to see you in the future. And definitely tell your friends, because I'm trying to grow this channel. But I'm excited somebody stayed on here this long. So I hope you the best. I'm gonna go back to general and close this out. Hopefully I'm not trying to keep this too long. Alright, I'm just gonna clear the deck, clear the energy again. Back to the collective. So now that Mercury retrograde has passed us, I want you guys to be very careful with your decision making in the future. In this coming months, we're in a shadow period. The shadow period is supposed to end April 16th, I believe. So make sure, all these mosquitoes, I know they want to bite me up. They're like tapping on my window. They could come right through the sunroof, but they better not. Oh Lord, I lost my train of thought. Be very careful with your actions and your words. Ooh, that was what I've been seeing, like, during this time, because Aries, we're going into Aries, and Aries is all about being direct. So I would advise all signs to be careful with their words this month, because your words can burn bridges that you're not ready to burn. And since we just left, it was in Pisces. Well, it might still be in Pisces now. I'm not like super on par with, I just know when Mercury is in retrograde. I know what the full moon will be in X, Y, and Z, but I'm not like an astrologist, so to speak. My mom's more into that. But Pisces brings up the emotions, and then Aries makes you more direct. So be careful. Be careful with your words. But after this shadow season, I feel like a lot of people will what's the word? Be coming forward, and you will be able to see their true intentions in an upcoming month, like between, like, say, middle to end of April. And this is also a good season for businesses. So if you've been thinking about starting businesses, it has been this whole year. Honestly, 2019 is like a prosperous ass year. So if you have a side hustle that you're wondering about, this is the time to start it. Honestly, since Mercury just went out of retrograde, I would chill a little bit. So maybe like do the research until the 16th, and then, you know, once the shadow period is done, then go ahead and start. But and if you have started a business during the beginning of the year and you saw it slow down a little bit, it's about to pick back up. So it can go both ways depending on where you are in that. I don't know who this person is. It's +44. I don't know what that is. And it just hangs up. I don't know who it is. Don't know. Anyways, getting some messages. Ooh, I don't know who needs to hear this, whoever watches this video after it's posted, but it's time to believe in yourself. That awesome. See? But it's time to believe in yourself, and I feel like this is a message for the collective. That's hard for a lot of people because we live in a world where we get messages that we're not good enough, we're not skinny enough, we're not tall enough, we're not light enough, we're not dark enough, whatever, you know, what it may be. And so we internalize these messages, and it prevents us from being our truest selves. And like I said, even though I have a gift, I mean, everybody has a gift, I still struggle with this with my gift. And it's funny, like, it's clear as day, but I still have to be like, push through, believe in yourself, realize that you have what it takes. God, the universe, whoever, higher power, or if you don't believe in a higher power, you have enough. Like, you have all the gifts, and if you don't have them, you know how to find them. And I know that the biggest thing that a lot of people do not understand about success is, they started coming in my car. Let me close the sunroof. The biggest part to being successful, now I'm gonna be paranoid about these damn mosquitoes, is turn that on, is just showing up. Like, you don't have to have the best, you know, the most money, the nicest looking website. You just have to show up every single day, whether in a small way with yourself, like on the back end, or in a small way on the front end where other people see. You just have to show up. Showing up is half the battle. And I can say that as it took me 5 years to get my master's degree. I graduated last November, but I started right after undergrad in May of 2013. It took me 5 years, and half the battle was showing up, because there's plenty of times where I felt like, man, forget this schooling, but I wanted to get to the degree, and oddly enough, I don't see it's mosquitoes. Oddly enough, I don't see myself using that degree in the traditional sense, but it was like something I wanted to do. I have it now. I have two degrees. Well, now I'm like, okay, cool, I got the school stuff done. But that was the battle. Showing up, logging into my class, even when I didn't want to write the paper, responding to the forum post, whatever. But it can go for anything, not just school, just life in general. Showing up is half the battle. So I wish you the best. I wish everyone the best. I think I'm going to be doing these Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at the same time. And yeah, so I'm going to enjoy my weekend. I'm going to go see Us. I'm excited. I waited a whole week to see it, but I'm excited to go see it with my parents tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe Sunday, I don't know. But I'm going to pull one last card for the collective as an overall message for the weekend. I'm not going to do anything for next week. We're going to pull a card for the weekend. All right, spirits, what's one last message do you have for the collective before I close out? Because I'm not trying to have these things very long. Whoa, that one flew out. What are you? What are you? Ah, it got stretched. James G had that one too. Stretch. This means, I'm gonna read the actual meaning in the book. Give me 1 second. I don't use it all the time, but I feel like this one it's definitely literal. Stretch, S-T-S-P. Space. Can I not spell? Oh, they have poems in between. Stretch. Stretch, it says, put yourself forward. Stand in the sun. Grab an opportunity and run with it. Reach beyond the shade, out of the comfort of darkness, and step into life. Holding yourself back is counterintuitive. Doubt, fear, anxiety, and grief may be a part of your journey, but don't let them be the journey. Reach out, stretch yourself little by little, grow strong, and live. And that's basically what I was saying. It's really funny. Like, I'll get the message and then the card will just confirm. So that's just confirmation. Just showing up. Do something small every day to help yourself reach your goal. It doesn't have to be big. It's answering the emails. It's making that phone call. It's finalizing. Oh, the mosquitoes just coming in my car. Finalizing the for your catering business. Finalizing the menu or something. Or finalize the colors of your sign. Whether you're going to be whatever it may be. One thing a day. Break it up into small chunks so it's not so overwhelming. And eventually those small chunks will become overall progress. So, my name is Natalie Lorraine. I cannot talk today. Natalie Lorraine. And I have had a pleasure with sharing my gift and some knowledge with you guys today. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell underneath. I am on Facebook at Nia. It's just spelled the same, Nia Shea Healing. I am on Instagram at Nia Shea Healing. And, of course, on YouTube is Nia Shea Healing. You can donate to my channel. I have Cash App. I think is it Nia Shea 1? Nia Shea Healing. Yeah. It's on my booking page. So you guys can definitely, I appreciate anything you can donate through PayPal. Or I think I do Zelle as well. And, of course, Cash App. But all that information is on my booking page. At niashayhealing.as.me. Yeah, but that's on my first video, I believe. I am going to enjoy the rest of my night. I'm excited. I had one person stay on here for a whole 40 minutes. James, you're my hero. And I hope to see you guys next week. I will see you Monday, same time. Since I'm in North Carolina right now, but I plan to move back to New Orleans because that's like my new home. So I will be doing it at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is New Orleans time, and 7 p.m. EST, which is North Carolina time. Gives people the time to get off work and whatnot and get home and get settled in. Talk to me. Hopefully it'll be more interactive as the people come on. And I can give messages to those that ask. So thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. And have a great weekend. See you Monday. Peace.